So a lot of you know that I participate in some of the old-time radio contests, such as the Antique Wireless Association's 1929 Bruce Kelly Memorial CW contest. And the crazy guys that participate in this do all of those 1 and 2 tube type transmitters from the 1920s. Some of these are Hartley type transmitters. Some of them have a couple stages in a master oscillator power amplifier type circuit, which is well known by the late 20s. All of them are using tubes that were developed in the early 20s. And over the years, I've collected some QSL cards, which you guys might be interested in seeing. Now, the style of the card, I had some inquiries about why my card looks so funny here and homemade. That's because in the old days, a lot of guys made their own QSL cards.
So there's nothing like a completely hand-done card that you can reproduce. And a lot of guys did make homemade cards, or they had the card partially done by some type of printer, maybe a local printer in town, or something in between. A lot of these guys had a stamp, and that's what you see, this big red thing on the front. That is a stamp that they probably purchased to stamp their call on the front of the black and white or brownish card. So this was the style. It's some of it's done by a print shop and some of it is homemade.
Some of these cards are quite collectible now from the old days. But these modern guys that are operating in the old style, they sometimes like to make their cards look like Grandpa's cards from the 20s.
So you guys may wonder how I'm able to produce a QSL card. And very simply, I use a graphics program. It's called Canvas, but Canvas really could be any graphics program. You could do it in Paint, or you could do it in Corel or some other program where you can do drawing. There's a lot of different types of things you can do. Like here's an old QSL card I did, very simple. And if you want to get different textures or colors, I simply print it with the particular cardstock that gives me the effect I'm looking for. So it might come out as red and white, but when I print it on the right cardstock, I can get it to come out with the finish that I want. So that's really all there is to do. Your own card, you pick your own fonts. Usually these things have all kinds of fonts that you can figure out. Some of them are quite crazy. You can insert different types of symbols, like here's the AWA symbol I've put in there, AM International, ARRL, whatever you want to put in there. But again, it carries the homemade effect forward into the 21st century, so you can try to reproduce some of these old style cards.
So let's take a look at some of these cards that I've managed to collect over the years participating in these old-time contests. Let's see if some of them can give you some ideas on how to make your very own old-time QSL card.
Of course, that was Jerry, W1ZB, on his TNT. Some of the cards that I have are from ops who have passed away. We call that silent key. So you'll see a few of those cards in this collection. But a lot of these guys use their sets right up to the end and really enjoy using the old-time sets well into their 90s. And wow, that was Tim Walker, W1GIG, N2GIG on his Tune Plate Tune Grid transmitter. Fantastic sound. And that was W3FJJ and N4GJV, Charlie and Ron in QSO in the AWA contest. Well, that was K4CHE Breck and VE3AWA Lou. And that was the beloved Pete Whelpley Silent Key 2022.
So I hope you've enjoyed this little expose on how to design your own 1920 style QSL card. This was a big deal back when you received one of these in the mail and were able to put it up on your station wall. It showed that your simple transmitter, maybe in Massachusetts or in Arizona, was reaching all across the country and possibly around the world.